Welcome to our 5-minute interspecies story time with your host, my precious 21-year-old soulbird Pearl Cuts, and his mommy, that would be me, Shannon. And we're reading today, I know my love, we're reading today from Love and Feathers, What a Palm-Sized Parrot Has Taught Me About Life, Love, and Healthy Self-Esteem. So if you would like to have more of any of those three, or heck, all of those three, you might enjoy our book. Yeah, at the very least, by tuning in to this quick little story hour, story time, story minute, you will enjoy some wonderful tuneful singing, right? And possibly a bit of percussive shrieking as well. Today's story is called It Had to Be You. I love asking people who are in love, so how did you meet? This question not only guarantees an interesting answer, but pretty much exempts me from having to say anything else for the remainder of the evening. What I have learned from this is that most people seem to enjoy our conversations a lot more when they do most of the talking. Another fascinating question I like to ask people is, so what is the worst date you've ever been on? I've noticed no one ever seems to have trouble answering this question. If they have been in the past or are now currently signed up for one of those online dating services, they sometimes don't even wait for me to ask the question before they start answering. What I have learned from this is that no one forgets a lousy date. I can state from my personal history that this also applies quite well to pet encounters. For instance, I still recall myself as a tiny girl with springy black curls leaning down to pet a tiny dog with springy white curls. I also remember the tiny dog's gleaming sharp white teeth reaching out to chomp down on my tiny wrist. As with people who develop their mate, date, or pet type based on past bad experiences, such as no women with green eyes, no men taller than 5'9", no dogs with springy white curls, I decided that very day that as far as pets go at least, and at least at that time I have to add, the dog was not for me. Similarly, I remember my first encounter with a cat. It just sat there on the neighbor's lawn looking so calm and serene, glaring at me out of evil-looking yellow almond-shaped eyes. There, I remember thinking usually people at least get to know me first before deciding they hate me that much. Interestingly, my first encounter, Pearl, honey, I know, okay, so maybe this isn't your very favorite hairstyle choice. I know, I'm sorry about that. We'll work on that for next time. Okay? Okay, yeah, next time I'll listen to my fashion guru back there. Interestingly, my first encounter with winged things was not avian, but man-made. Specifically, I fell in love with helicopters. I used to stand in the center of our driveway, craning my neck back as far as I could to watch them passing by. Helicopters were such curious things, and possibly propelled as they were by some odd type of circulating overhead fan. I wanted to ride in one so badly. I loved the idea of flying, of somehow being able to lift myself above the earth, to enter the realm of wind and rain and sun and clouds and sky and just float free. Every summer, Mom would take us kiddos to Massachusetts to visit her folks. Dad would join us when he could, but often it was up to Grandmom and Grandpop to entertain my brother and me so Mom could catch a break. One summer when I was 8, we went on our usual summer trip, and one particular morning, all 5 of us ended up in the central town square on Plum Island. There was a black antique wrought iron bench, picturesque red and white alternating cobblestones, and an entire flock of soft, round, gray pigeons. Somehow I ended up sitting in the middle of the bench with the whole group of pigeons clustered in close around me. They were at my feet, on my knees, sitting on my hands and shoulders. Then one landed on top of my head. I was riveted. I couldn't believe these winged things, who were so free and could go anywhere they wanted to go, including places where I absolutely could not follow them, would choose to land right on me. Pearl, what are you doing back there? Come here to your mommy. Come on to mommy. Come here to mommy. I know. I understand. Yeah. No wonder I love gray and white so much. Okay, back to story time. They were so trusting. They were probably also quite hungry, and I had bread. And I am sure they had lots of practice spotting a sucker when they saw one. We sat like that for quite a while, at least until they had consumed every last speck of my breakfast. When we got back to Houston in the fall, I started lobbying my folks for a pet bird. Not too much more time went by before my birthday arrived, and my first pet parrot, a yellow and green chatty parakeet I named Perky, joined our household. Pearl. I know we like names that start with P, don't we? Perky was just the first verse in what has now become a decades-long sing-along series. Avians, like humans, love a good sing-along. Set to music of the hit show tune, It Had to Be You. So I hope you enjoyed today's Interspecies Storytime from Love and Feathers. You can find us here on all of our social media channels. You can find us at loveandfeathersandshells.com, and the book is available in hard copy and in e-copy and digital. So, all right, my love, goodbye for now. We send you all of our heart and our good vibes. Yeah, our very good vibes, right? Oh, such good vibes, yeah. And we look forward to seeing you soon.